it's Adriana, and this is my review of The Place Beyond the Pines. I just got back from watching this movie, which I had really highly anticipated. If you have followed any of my videos, you would know that. This was way up on my list. I've been meaning to see it for a really long time. And I'm feeling, I'm still overwhelmed by it, and I'm a little bit conflicted about how I feel. This is the new film by Derek Cianfrance. It's his second feature. His first movie is one of my top 10 favorite films of all time, Blue Valentine. So that gave it a lot to try to live up to. And it also made me very anticipating of it simply because of the fact that it's the same director as Blue Valentine and because it has the same star, Ryan Gosling. Obviously I prefer Blue Valentine, but Place Beyond the Pines is an excellent film. I definitely recommend it. The Place Beyond the Pines, one reason why I find it very overwhelming as a film is because it's basically like 3 films in one. It's a long movie. It's 2.5 hours. I say it's 3 films in one because there's 3 very distinct plot lines, timelines, and it's really about this one incident that really spirals and you really see the ripple effect of what happened. Until you watch the movie, it really opens your eyes to, you know, how this one specific kind of action can lead to some really awful things in the future for everyone involved. One of the reasons why I'm not leaving the theater loving it, well, there's 2. First off, it's an emotional film, but not anything very personal that you can really connect to. It's very plot heavy. A lot happens in this movie, and it's not hard to keep up, but it's a lot to process, and it makes it hard to really have an emotional connection the way that, like, say, Blue Valentine did. Blue Valentine is a hard-hitting, emotional, impacting film. And I would not say the same about The Place Beyond the Pines. I feel like it wants to be that, but there's just too much going on that it's hard to really affect the audience in the same kind of way. It's a different film. It's a very different film from Blue Valentine. Blue Valentine was more like a study of a couple and their characters, and this one's just there's a lot of like main characters and a lot goes on for all of them, but there's just too many people and too many things that happen for it to really just like resonate. It's more of a movie where like things are happening that would not really happen to you, so it's just not personal in any sort of way, I wouldn't say. I'm sure some people can find some sort of relation in it, but I would not really. For me, anyway, I wouldn't put it there. Another thing about this movie, no one in this film is very likable. Everyone, like, all the lead characters, there was Ryan Gosling's character and Bradley Cooper, who they each are, they're like co-leads in this movie. It's almost like half the film is Ryan Gosling's film and half the film is Bradley Cooper's film, but actually not really half, because then there's like another third of the film that kind of belongs to some other people who I guess that might be a spoiler, so I don't want to say too much about it. Ryan Gosling's character, I liked him, but he made some decisions that just, it was hard to sympathize with him. Bradley Cooper's character, in ways I felt bad for him, but in other ways I kind of just thought he was an idiot. Like, he did stupid things and like, I don't even know, like, I'm just frustrated with this character. I just really, part of me felt bad for him, and part of me was like, hey, no, you're just, like, really making this worse for yourself and really putting yourself in this awful position, so it's hard to feel sorry for you. And then the other people in this movie, also, I feel the same way about them, and I feel like they are the spoiler of the film, so I'm not gonna say. This film is full of great performances. Ryan Gosling, as I said, does a really great job. It's weird because I've seen him play a similar character before, and I feel like, I don't know, he's good at this kind of character. Bradley Cooper is really great in this movie, but I would still say that I prefer his performance in Silver Linings Playbook if we're gonna, like, judge him as an actor based on his most current and acclaimed works, even though I do think he was really great in this film. Eva Mendes, her character is kind of like anyone could have done it, really, so there's not anything special that I can really say about her, though she does a good job. Everyone else in this film does a really good job. It's very well acted. The story is it's smart. It's a good plot. It's super suspenseful. I definitely was kind of nervous for a lot of things and kind of on the edge of my seat, and it just really gets you in that way, really invests you in that way, but emotionally not so much. But I feel like it is a movie that's gonna sit with me the next few days, and I'll probably be thinking about it, and I might change my mind about the emotional impact, because maybe it's one of those that kind of come later. The music is great, the direction is great, everything about it, technically, it's really good. And yeah, I guess that's about it. So, The Place Beyond the Pines, I'm giving it an 8.5 out of 10. As I said, it's a really good movie. I definitely recommend it. Just I did have some things about it that prevented me from fully loving it the way I thought I might. But I still think it's a really great film, and definitely go watch it. And I would love to discuss it with anyone who's seen it, because it definitely is a movie that you can talk about afterwards. So yeah, thank you so much for watching.